Let's get straight to business with Angular 4 CLI. We're going to come over to angular.io and go to Getting Started, CLI Quick Start. And you're going to make sure you have at least Node.js 6.9 or higher and npm 3.x or higher. And you're going to verify that with this. There we go. Okay. And if you're having problems installing Node.js and npm, you're going to come to here, nodejs.org /downloads. And as you see, they have a Windows installer, Mac, and Linux binaries. And if you're still having problems with that, just Google this. And what you're looking for is the blog.treehouse. You can just switch it to Windows. And you should find this. This is what you're looking for. And for Linux, you guys can do the same thing, and Mac as well. It should be the same thing. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're gonna install Angular CLI on our systems. Copy. I already have it installed, so you guys would just do paste and hit enter. Okay, and so to verify that we have installed it correctly. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do ng new my app, copy, and cd into it. This would be a great time for a coffee break or what have you. Okay, so now we're gonna serve it just to see what it looks like. ng serve -o, which will open it in our browser, default browser. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's open up our new app and our favorite code editor. You know, editor that you're comfortable with. That could be Sublime or Atom or what have you. But right now I'm going to use VS Code. Why? Well, because it has really good baked in Angular goodies and it's free, so you really can't beat that. Okay. So let's focus on the source directory and the app. That's what we're working on that. So in the app module.ts, we have our imports, and we have our ng module decorator, and we have our class, where we're creating a class and exporting it all on one line. And so ng module decorator has 4 keys right now: declarations, imports, and providers, and bootstrap. So what's going on is right here is we're declaring app component as our parent component, our main component, and so all other components that you create, that's going to be the parent, obviously. They'll work through it. So in imports, we're importing browser module, forms module, and HTTP module. Now right now we're mostly just using browser module, to my knowledge, because I'm still learning this too. And so we're telling bootstrap right here, we're telling the bootstrap key as we're making app component the main component. Okay. So for the imports, it's kind of self-explanatory, we're importing the browser module, and then we're pulling it from Angular platform.browser and so on and so forth. Okay, so now we're gonna come over to app-component.ts, and you see we have a single import right here. We're importing component from Angular/core. And then we have our component decorator. We have our selector key, our template URL key, and our styles URLs key. And we have a class, and we're exporting it. Okay, and so for the selector key, we have app root, which is in the index.html. Let's find that real quick. Okay, so there it is right here in our body. That sounds funny though. Body. So then we have app root and loading. So all that's going on right here is we will see the loading before our app come on. That's if our app is slow, which more than likely you won't see most of the time. So okay, so close HTML. And so for the selector, we just set that, which is the app.root or app/root. App-root, my apologies. Then we have a template URL, which transmutes into template. And so, because as you can see, template URL is it's on its own page right here. It's right there. Okay. And so, the styles URL has its own page too, as you can see. Like I said, template URL transmutes into template, which means you can have your template in the component decorator and not on its own page. And the styles URLs is the same. Instead of it being on its own page, you just put all your styles in the component decorator. So that's all that does. But we'll get into that later again, so don't worry about that. So okay, so I'm gonna change title to awesome job. Kick as developer. Save. And come over here and change title to the same. Awesome job. Save. And then so you should be, if you don't have it, just start it with ng-serve, and we're gonna refresh. It's already loaded up anyway, so cool. So there we have it. Okay, so now we have the gist of what's going on. We're gonna switch it up a bit. I'm going to change awesome job into hero list. Save. App component.html. Save. That's just personal preference about me putting a space in there. So okay, let's take a look in the browser. There it is. Already refreshed. Okay, so now let's wrap a div around this h1. Just to put styles there for it. For styling purposes, I should say. Okay. Let's go with the class of we're going to give it the class of hero lineup. Save. And then we're going to hop on to the CSS. And we're going to give it a hero lineup. I'm going to give it a margin. Top, actually. 30px. And a backup of sans serif, however you say it. Save. Let's check in the browser. Okay, we can deal with that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, and let's install our H1. Border bottom 4px, 4 pixels, solid black. Save. And we're gonna go with the color of white, our FFF, however you want to put that. Then we're gonna background color of Dodger blue. Okay, and then give it a padding of 15px, 15 pixels. We're gonna give it a margin bottom of 15px. Save it. Okay, let's see how that looks. Nice, not too bad. So okay, so now let's go back to the HTML, app component.html, and we're gonna give it a little text. This is my space save browser. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a little emoji. I'm looking for the muscle emoji. Like I just saw it. There it is. Okay. Save. Refresh. Okay, I can deal with that. Okay, so now we're gonna add superheroes, and we're gonna go over to GitHub to download and get the images from my repo. We're gonna go down a little bit and go to Angular installations. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is go to clone or download. So which means you can clone it, which means you're gonna do it in your terminal or command prompt, and or you can just download it and unzip it and get the images like that. So I'm gonna go the clone route. Copy. Go over here. We're gonna go to let's cd out of, actually we're gonna go to another, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna cd dot dot. Okay, and we're gonna do git clone and then paste. Okay, we're going to Angular installations, and then what we're looking for is and the source, and then it's going to be an assets. Okay, so let me open it like that. And we're gonna copy, actually copy all, or select all, then copy and close it because we don't need anything else out of there. And then we're gonna open our my app in a folder. Okay, we're gonna go to source, assets, and then paste. Now we can get rid of this. That's only for readme purposes. Save and exit. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go down here and start listing our heroes. Let's do Hulk first. H2. And then we'll do a image source. Okay, and then we're gonna do a button. Okay. So I'm gonna copy and paste it twice more. Copy once and twice. Okay, now we're gonna start filling it in. Let's give this div a class of hero. Then we're gonna put the name of our hero. Image source, it is listed in assets. Hulk.png. Okay. Then the button will have you won't like me when I'm angry. Okay. And save. And let's give this a class as well. Class of hero. So all of them are gonna have class hero. So that way our styles can affect all of our heroes. And we're gonna put Batman. The source is in assets. Batman.png. And this button will say Alfred, warm up the Batmobile. Batmobile. There you go. Okay. And then we have another class. This is gonna be Spider-Man. Assets dash Spider-Man PNG. And his button is gonna say I'm going to the library at May, or however you say that. Library at May. Okay, so we're gonna save it and then check it out in our browser. See what we got. Oh my goodness. Huge images. Okay, so yeah, we definitely need to style those. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's style our images because they're freaking huge. So we're gonna go into the component.css and we're gonna style all images with a width of 150 px, and we'll do the same for the height. Then we're gonna target our hero class with the padding bottom of 30 px, padding left with a 40 px. Then we'll do a margin top 25 px, text align center, and display, and align. Crap. And align block. Save. Okay, let's check it out in the browser. Okay, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Alright, let's cause see the button is jacked up right now. So let's prettify it. And let's target our button. Color black. Background size of 30 px. Background color of Dodger blue. And our font size X large. And give it a border radius. Black. Okay, save it. And there we go. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Okay. So now let's bring in the rest of our heroes, and we're almost finished. So there you go. Okay, so the next hero we're gonna bring in is Iron Man. Actually, let me just copy and paste this. Copy, paste. Okay, and this is gonna be Iron Man. This assets should be Iron Man.png. Okay, and then his button is gonna say nice. Okay, and our next guy is gonna be Captain America. Captain A. And then if you remember from the Avengers movie, which I thought was really funny, when you're talking about the flying monkeys. Okay, and our last guy is gonna be Wolverine. Wolverine is gonna be in PNG. Okay, and his button is going to say, because Wolverine doesn't really talk too much, so it was hard for me to think up of this. He loves to say bub. So anyway, we're gonna save that and then check in the browser. Refresh. And there you go, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was quick and it's a little novelty app. It's nothing to take serious. But if you want to, we can save it in the GitHub. So let's do that. Okay. So now for the GitHub portion, what we're going to do is pop into our terminal. And we're going to run git stat. You're going to run git status though. And you should see this. So you would do git status like that. But since I have short ends set up, so that's what I'll be using. So let's see. Yeah, status. Okay, same thing. And we're gonna do. Okay, get status one more time. Sorry, guys. Then we're gonna do a get add capital A. And then now what you're gonna do is a. Sorry, I have a phone call calling right now, so that's why I'm just ignoring it. So we're gonna do get add dash A, and do a get status one more time. Okay, so it tracked our files. Okay, so now we're gonna do we're gonna commit them. Get commit dash get commit dash M, and then you'll put your message. I'm gonna do a get CI dash M, and then my message. First, awesome app. Okay, so now we've done everything in our terminal. Actually, not everything, because we're gonna come back to it. So now let's head over to GitHub to set things up. And then you're gonna go on your GitHub, just press that button, and you should see a new repo. Okay, I already have it set up. So you just put the, let's see, hero app or whatever you want to name it. So just put the name that you want in there, and then go to create repo. Okay. And then, so what that should take you to is this page. Okay, so now since we already did this, we already did the commit and added stuff like that. We didn't add a readme, so you can ignore that unless you want to. What we are gonna do is copy this. Copy, paste, press enter. Okay. Copy and enter. And so that's pushing all of our code into GitHub. And that's basically it. Let's go back to GitHub, see where it's at. Okay, you could just press refresh. Okay, so cool. So now that's what you should see. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I'm so glad you joined me today. Thank you so much, guys, again for joining me. Hope you guys had a good time.